just talk to us about the recruiting, how it's picked up for you in the program?
Well, we've done some good things in recruiting, but I'm still not happy, with where we are and some of the things we got to get done. It's obviously, we've done some things that have excited some people here over the last 24 hours, which is great, but there's still a lot of things that we have to get done, not just in this city, but throughout the country.
What positive feedback have you gotten from others?
What positive feedback? We have a great product here, and when we can get kids on film on our campus, they leave very impressed with what we have to offer as a university as well as a football program. And so I've been a strong advocate of, when we get kids, we need to get their families because it makes a tremendous difference in terms of the things that we got going on. A lot of people are aware of all the changes and the culture change and just the overall commitment to the program. And so the message is out there, but we just got to continue to just saw wood and be persistent in pursuit of these prospects.
And how helpful has it been to know that having the school really pour money into the program and back the program? How helpful has that been in terms of recruiting?
Well, it's always huge when your president and your AD is in your corner. When they make a commitment as strong as they have to invest in your football program, it sends a message that everybody's on the same page. And now, as we've kind of aligned our administration, and it's a time to get the city behind us in a way, not just from a financial standpoint, but buying tickets as well. And once we can kind of get our arms around all that, I think this program is destined for tremendous success.
How have you grown from your first year as a head coach to now going into your second season?
I thought about that the other day, and I've actually grown tremendously, simply because in every aspect, every phase of you as a coach or a professional, you got to seek to get better because you never stay the same. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. And so as I assess myself, as I get other people to assess me, looking for positive feedback or negative feedback, but more importantly, just growth in general, I take those things to heart and I try to improve those things because I know as I get better, we get better.
And what feedback have you gotten from fans?
Well, not necessarily just fans, but everybody should have somebody that they rely on to assess them and evaluate them, other than our AD, because of course that's his job. But people that I have professional relationships with that I trust and that I want their opinions, and that's personal in a sense. But in the big scheme of things, first and foremost, my relationship with you guys is growing and really flourishing, so that's a plus. And then two, managing people and understanding that everybody has issues, and we have to be sensitive to that. Not that I'm not, but in retrospect, and you may, certain people may need a hug every now and then, and that's okay. But anything that you can do to put everybody on one accord and share your vision, and that's a good thing.
How excited are you to get back on the field?
I'm very excited. I'm a football junkie, and right now I'm having withdrawals. And the fifth can't get here fast enough for me. Just talking to our players as they come by and see me in my office, they're saying so many exciting things, and really it aggravates me to know that I can't be a part of it. And so I can't wait until they report so we can get going at football. Really looking forward to it.
Exactly. Go ahead. Are you implementing then to improve on those defensive areas that you spoke about earlier, like the pass defense and the other areas that you said needed to have? What are you implementing?
All that started back in January. February when the season was over. We've been again. It all starts with us assessing and evaluating the things that we did throughout the course of the season, and with it being on film, you're able to know what you didn't do well and what you did well, and then how can we improve these things, or is this a fit for what we do? Is this a fit for our personnel? So that's a number of things from an evaluation standpoint that you have to consider other than just improving. I mean, you have to kind of outline them and nail them down and set goals to improve those things. But again, it starts with personnel. And so we have addressed that. You know, our goal is to put our best players on the field, even if it takes us moving positions or moving some guys around. We will do that, and that's the first thing. And then two, as coaches, you know, we got to hold ourselves accountable and do a better job, and then we got to continue to hold our players accountable as well.
Larry, how hard is it to convince even the best group of supporters like you have in here today that things are getting better? I mean, I know you gave me that talk today about what you've seen.
Well, to me, it's what I believe and it's what I know. So that's all I can share. I'm not a guy that's going to sit here and mislead anybody. That's not me. And so the things that I was telling them are things that are real, things that exist. And so as we go forward, they'll start to see these things, and then it'll validate what I've said. And so from that standpoint forward, what they do is they learn to trust the things that I'm saying. And then once we build a trusting relationship, I think the sky's the limit, because the line of communications are open, and people are open to, you know, ideas and suggestions and what have you.
Do you feel almost as if you have to make a hard push, like a sale, to get fans to come out, you know, to support the team after a 1-11, you know, a one?
Well, the push, whether you're winning or losing, is there for the head coach, because it's your job to sell the program. And so you just got to do it with energy, enthusiasm, and excitement, and hopefully that'll catch on to them. But you know, next year when we're standing here and after we've had a successful season, my push will be just as hard, because that's just the nature of what you do when you're selling your program. So the whole key is you know, putting the product on the field that, one, people can, you know, appreciate and admire because it is of quality, and then two, you win ball games, and this thing will turn. And even now, so as all these things are happening around our program, I can feel the energy level being different after a bad season. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like when we have a really good season, or a good season in general.
And one last question for me. Last year you spoke about discipline and how you spoke of your team today. How would you say that level of discipline has changed for the team you have in front of you now?
Well, that's a tremendous difference, because, you know, we're all creatures of habits. And as a head coach, it's my job just to help them transition from a young man to a man, just as much as it is for us to go out there and put them in position to be a better football player and help us win. And the foundation to everything we do will be discipline, be it on the field, be it off the field, be it in the classroom, be it in a social life, whatever it is. And so, with that being said, the key to discipline is making good decisions. And so we constantly just harp on them making good decisions. Because if they can think before they make a decision and do the right thing, it alleviates a lot of problems. And so we're trying to groom them in a way that leads them to living a lifestyle which will give them an opportunity to be successful in life.